are times that I would say that the enemy is most definitely to blame for dreams, dying or seemingly being put in the heat, on the heap, as it were. Absolutely. I mean, look at Joseph. I mean, if we're gonna, I didn't have enough time to really get into it on Sunday, but the truth of the matter is, the more I analyze the story of Joseph, I mean, he really was hurting, and he really was going through it. And I think I mentioned it about how, theologically speaking, we say that Joseph is a type of Christ because we don't see any actual sin or something, which, again, there's only one sinless, that's Jesus. But I would like to say that if you really analyze some things going on there, there was some healing that he needed, because he, just the way he tested his brothers and the weeping and all the various things, and the way he talked to that butler when he's like, "Don't forget me," and he's, where's your trust in God, Joseph? Like, why are you depending on this guy to get you out? There's just a lot going on there. But we do sometimes give the devil too much credit. And there are times for that. There is a spiritual attack. I absolutely agree. But also, some of us are to blame. Okay? Because we've shut our own dreams down. We have suppressed that. So let me encourage somebody here. So, I don't want to do social media. You don't have to. Get on the street. What about street services? Well, okay, I'm not talking about street services. But what about you got buskers out there, right? Why don't you go down to where all the people walk, get you a little sound system, or get you one of those amplifiers, and hook your guitar up or something, and just flow and sing. You don't need to record yourself, because you don't want to do that. I get that. You feel I'm that kind of person too. I wouldn't want to record myself doing that. And then here's another option. If that really makes you feel uncomfortable, get a couple of your friends or one other person that you feel has a gift like that can assist you in this, and do it together. And get down where the people are walking and just sing songs that God has put in your heart. Sing some worship songs and let the anointing just move. You don't even have to preach. You're preaching, trust me. Right? And do that instead of doing social media. So the point is, are you suppressing this dream? Are you to blame for the reason why this isn't getting out? Stop blaming the devil. Okay?
Yep.
And so it's time for us to stop being afraid. It's time for us to stop making excuses. It's time for us to start releasing that gift, because I'm going to tell you something. When you release that gift, it's weapons in the spirit. It's breaking through dark areas. It's shining light into darkness, guys. Whether it's people reading books and reading revelation that's coming. It's whether it's music being heard and the Spirit flowing through that music. Whether it's a podcast, whether it's a live stream, whether it's a YouTube channel. I don't know what it is, but you've got to start getting it out there. And I'll tell you something. One of the reasons why some of you are feeling there's almost like a darkness over you, or you feel almost like a depression, or you feel as though you're just shut down, is because you're not walking in purpose. You're not walking in the fullness of what you're supposed to do. And so it's like you're wandering. But the reality is if you'll step out by faith and start to do what God's put in your spirit, you'll come alive. You'll start to come alive, and you'll start to feel fulfilled, and you'll start to really live out this God dream in you. When you live out this God dream in you, you watch what begins to happen. And then you start to watch the power of God and the gifts of the Spirit start to unfold and flow out of you. And so I just want to encourage you to do that. And the more all of us begin to do that, the church begins to come alive, and this army begins to march, and the light begins to shine as a whole. And that's what we need. That's what we need right now.